Greetings one and greetings all. My name is Darkstrom and welcome back to Darkstrom Plays Slay the Princess. Um, let's do some skipping. The last four parts we have gotten three pretty happy endings, I would say, and then one not so happy ending. So let's see what we can get from here. Oh, and also I guess it's worth noting that not all the happy endings start happy. So you can definitely make the most of a bad first decision. Well, bad in a way. This is a game where I forget if it's said in the beginning or if the devs have said it on Reddit, but this is a game where there are no wrong decisions. There are only new perspectives. So you can make a nice ending out of a not so nice beginning is a better way to say it, instead of saying a bad choice or a wrong choice. It's just a not nice choice. That's a better way of putting it. Yeah, okay. Thanks for telling me what to do.
Don't mention it. It's all part of the job.
Hmm.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore
I'll
him.
think about
He
it.
doesn't know what he's talking about.
Proceed into the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
You know, if I was continuing to front load this with new content, there are only the 3 new chapters, but other chapters have gotten updates. So I think I have an idea of which one I want to do next.
You'll need it if you want to.
Well, there's 2 possible ones I could be talking about, and for both of them, I need the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Fair enough. Enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
It's not that bad.
Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
It is I.
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Maybe a little.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Just checking in on you. Did I say that before? Hi.
Don't be a stranger. It's been so long since I've had any visitors. Come on down.
Alright.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
We'll see.
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Maybe. Is this new? I feel like this is new. Nuh-uh.
Then drop the knife.
I was hoping this would be part of that. Maybe like, what do you mean, nuh-uh?
We should. It'll go a long way to building trust with her. Don't you
Um,
dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster, but killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us.
let's try.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Okay.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Yeah, sure. Let's go with that.
Against your better judgment, you step forward to speak with the princess face to face, unarmed. We'll
Okay.
be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here, but I can assure you there's no reasoning with her. Just make sure you don't forget about the blade on the floor. You're going to need it.
Maybe.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship.
How do I want to respond to this? Do you know why I'm here to kill you?
Do you?
You're apparently going to end the world.
Don't just tell her that.
I'm sorry.
Is that why they threw me down here? But I don't want to hurt anyone. I like the world, I think. I don't remember much about it, to be honest. I've been down here a long time.
Okay.
Just how long has she been down here?
Too long, I guess.
If I'm supposed to be capable of ending the world, then how did I wind up here, chained to a wall? Have they told you why I'm allegedly so dangerous?
No, but I'm sure they have their reasons for keeping that information from me.
Thanks for the vote of confidence.
You're welcome, I guess.
What if they're bad reasons, though? If they had good reasons for thinking I was dangerous, wouldn't they have shared them with you? I don't want to hurt anyone. I just want to leave.
Maybe.
At the end of the day, whatever the two of us have going on down here is about trust.
Alright, now we're back to that.
Whoever sent you to slay me claimed I
Yeah,
was
no,
a
this
threat
is...
to the world.
Now this is
But they
repeating.
didn't tell you why. That doesn't sound right to me. And I don't think it sounds right to you, either. Otherwise, we'd be killing each other instead of talking.
So she could do it.
She has a point. There's a reason I've been telling you to question the situation, and there's a reason you've listened.
Maybe.
I could tell you that I'd lead a quiet life in the woods, or that I'd open an orphanage, or that I'd do any other number of good things that I'm sure you think you want to hear. But you don't really know me, do you? What can my word possibly be worth in a situation like this?
I guess you're right. It's not worth much, I guess.
She's right about one thing. Her word isn't worth anything.
Oh, I'm agreeing with the narrator.
Like I said, it's all about trust. Blind trust. So do you trust me, the prisoner, the victim?
We already did that
princess
chapter.
Clearly incapable of ending the world. Or do you trust whoever put me here?
She's wrong. This isn't about trust. This is about risk. We stand to lose everything, all for the sake of one person, and a subjugating monarch no less.
Perhaps. I guess we've talked enough, maybe.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
Perhaps.
You know why you're here.
I'm getting you out of here.
Oh, you have to be kidding me.
What can I say?
You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall.
Yeah,
They're
just gonna
large
skip
and
through
heavy.
that.
Far too...
I'm guessing you don't have the key.
Maybe it's
I
somewhere
can't skip through
upstairs.
that, actually.
Doubtful.
That's weird.
Whoever locked the princess away down here.
Oh, I can skip now. Let's check
I'll be
upstairs.
here.
You attempt to make someone else here.
So it's locked
You
behind
make
me.
your way back to the bottom of the...
Save the princess.
Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the... You cut into her
And
flesh.
skip through that. Approach the locked door.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are as the princess Wait, this isn't fair. Watch me.
I still have the option to warn her.
Stop that.
I thought this was a...
Your body lunges. Stop it. Stop.
But now this is gone. So now we must slay the princess. The avenue is gone. So now our new road must be forged.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm not doing this for you.
You swing your arm towards her throat, the blade singing through the air. But she's ready for it.
Oh,
she grabs your
aye.
arm, her grip like a stone vice.
Those are some strong arms you got there.
You drop the blade, pathetically.
Hey! Don't say that.
She lets go, and faster than you can react, rears back and hits you with a bone-shattering haymaker.
Ouch.
There's a ringing in your ears. You're fairly certain you can feel bone grinding against bone where she fractured your jaw, but your body isn't allowing you to feel much right now, adrenaline coursing through your system and numbing your nerves.
Okay.
You fall to your knees. You're barely able to bring your trembling arms up to defend yourself before she hits you again.
That stun from one hit. Got a strong arm.
Every blow is as punishing as the first. You feel bones shatter with every impact, unknown ruptures blossoming with blood somewhere inside of you.
Kind of overkill.
You poor thing. I'll go ahead and put you out of your misery.
We can talk about this.
She places a confident heel on your chest and pushes you down to the ground.
Kind of hot, actually.
Her knee falls to your throat, your windpipe crushed beneath a weight you didn't think her slight form could possibly possess.
Less hot.
It can't just end like this, right?
I heard another snap.
I'm sorry, but it's over. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Chapter 2. The Tower.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
The music gets all wobbly.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
She's going to kill me again.
Again? People don't die twice. You haven't even met the princess, and I hardly think she'd be capable of killing someone as skilled and courageous as yourself.
Last time's begs to differ.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
Maybe.
You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me.
Well,
What does it matter what he knows? There's nothing we can do to stop her. She's just going to kill us again.
maybe. Probably.
She is not going to kill you unless you let her. But slaying the princess and saving the world is going to be much more difficult than it has to be if you spend the whole time second-guessing yourself.
But, I don't know. I don't know. Let's assume I'm telling the truth and all this really already happened. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything?
Those are two very different questions, but fine, I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me.
Okay.
You died last time, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me.
Well, kind of.
Of course we died. She didn't feel pain. She didn't feel much of anything, did she? And she broke every bone in our body before she decided to let us die.
Yeah, basically.
What were we supposed to do to stop her then? What are we supposed to do to stop her now? It's pointless. She's just a princess. Slaying her shouldn't have been difficult, but congratulations. You've been given another chance to actually do this right.
Or mess up again.
And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences.
It's not the consequences that are the issue, but alright.
What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. The princess killed us and now everyone's right back where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me.
Yeah, basically.
Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely?
Does it really make a difference?
If it's the latter, what do you think happened after you died?
Chocolate.
Do you think the people there lived happily ever after? Or do you think that the princess, left unhindered, brought about the end to everyone and everything, just like I told you she would?
I mean, she just used straight up hands. I don't think that's gonna get her that far.
If she ended the entire world, why should we even bother?
Fair
we
point.
might as well just walk up to that cabin, break her chains and let her do whatever she wants. It's all the same in the end.
Not exactly. But in the face of world-ending threats, what is one person supposed to do?
Just because she's capable of ending the world doesn't mean you're not capable of slaying her. Both of those things can be true at the same time. So chin up. I believe in you.
Does that mean I could end the world? Let's talk about
Just
the princess.
Be quick about it.
All she did last time was beat me to death. How can someone like that end the world? You know what, sure.
She just can. Believe me, I wish I could tell you more, but you'll just have to trust that what I'm saying is true, and that, despite it all, you're fully up to the task that's been given to you.
You suck.
We're not. We might as well just pledge ourselves to her and stop pretending that we're capable of doing anything in this situation. She probably doesn't even need to try to overpower us.
Perhaps.
Can we tone down the pessimism just a smidge?
Maybe.
I'm not being a pessimist. I'm just being realistic. You're being annoying.
A little bit.
Just ignore their bickering, and whatever you do, don't pledge yourself to her. I cannot stress enough how absolutely catastrophic that would be for everyone, yourself included.
Yeah, this
like
one.
I
Let's
said,
try that.
If she killed you, it was probably because you didn't listen to me. Don't talk to her, don't trust her, just go in, do your job, and save the world.
If you think it'll work. I'm just gonna...
Great.
Let's
Now, if
just
you
get
don't
to
mind,
it.
the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin.
The whole world. That's a lot of people counting on me. Proceed to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
Or she'll just punch me.
Lying? Cheating? Why would she even bother? She didn't need to do anything like that last time.
Yeah, I can see this side of the cabin.
She caught us off guard last time. We'll be fine. Let's just keep our wits about us.
Alright, well, think positive.
At least one of you still has a shred of sense. Just make sure you listen to him and not that whiner.
Alrighty then.
If that's
Proceed
what
into the
you
cabin.
want, I guess I don't have a say here.
You're a downer.
The interior of the cabin is larger and more grandiose than its humble exterior would suggest. The only furniture of note is a massive marble altar with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Why? I mean, why is an altar that big? And also, why is the blade hovering over the edge like that? Like, there's no way that its center of mass isn't like here. There's no way it would be tipping over. There's no way it wouldn't be tipping over, I mean.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
But it's so high up.
Why do we feel so small?
He just said the cabin was big.
We don't feel small. We are small.
Did the cabin shrink us? You know what? That wouldn't. Whatever. You didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall.
That's because there isn't a mirror. There's the altar, the blade sitting on the altar, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here.
I see the mirror.
There's definitely a mirror. There isn't.
Who cares if there's a mirror? We're all going to die anyway. And I'm sure that if we looked in there, we'd just see something sad and miserable looking back at us. We don't need any reminders of what we are. It would only make things worse.
Okay, I'm gonna put you in the back, actually.
For the last time, you're not going to die unless you let it happen. And luckily for you, there isn't a mirror, so no one needs to worry about confronting a grisly visage any time in the near future.
I am peering into that mirror.
I'm sure that you wouldn't find anything sad or miserable in it looking back at you. You probably look perfectly normal.
You know what? Thanks.
Probably. Do you not know what we look like?
Oh, that's a good question.
He knows. He just doesn't have the heart to tell us.
What if I said this? I don't want to say this, but what if I said this? I mean, it's been disappearing the entire time, so you know what? Let's see. Yeah, it doesn't matter if there's a mirror.
But it does matter. Don't you care if we're being lied to? If he's willing to lie about something as innocuous as a mirror, what else is he hiding from us?
Fair point.
I'm not lying to you.
Oh!
Use your eyes. There is no mirror. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would a mirror even do? Let you waste time preening yourself instead of doing what needs to be done?
It's gone.
But there was a mirror a second ago.
We should count ourselves lucky. Some things are better left unseen.
Okay, I wasn't expecting that one. This whole cabin is different than last time, though.
Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess.
If I were given the option to think the cabin is the same, would it actually... What just happened? Probably look over here. Can I... Huh. That's weird. I wasn't hearing myself on my headphones. What was I saying? Oh, I was saying, if I had the option to think that the cabin is the same, would it just become the same cabin? Do I take the blade? Yeah, I'll take the blade.
You take the blade from the altar. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
The blade lets me feel safe.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a spiral staircase, its steps almost as deep as you are tall. The smell of incense drifts up from below. For a moment, you almost feel at ease.
You know, this is a very inconvenient staircase, actually.
Huh. This is actually kind of nice.
Is it? Spiral staircase, it steps. I mean, the incense is nice, but the staircase itself is not.
It's still a stone basement. If the princess lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor.
I mean, the climb up here would be torture.
Her booming voice rolls up the stairs.
Is that a guest I hear? Don't linger on the stairs. Come down and witness me.
Okay.
You weren't kidding when you said it was booming. She wasn't like this last time. We need to get down there. She wants us to see her. We need to see her.
That is a change.
Should we be worried about your sudden change in attitude? Just a few minutes ago you were going on about how pointless everything was. Now you want to go down there. It doesn't matter what that little voice says. He's not the one making the decisions. Though if his ramblings get you to the princess, they get you to the princess.
Fair enough.
Making your way down the spiral staircase is a time-consuming and exhausting effort, every step requiring you to clamber over one edge before dropping to the next. But soon the end comes into view, and you tumble to the bottom, entering the vast, temple-like room beyond.
Yeah, I don't like those stairs.
The princess towers over you, almost glowing in the weak starlight, her figure framed by a stained glass window. Her long hair billows around her, and a chain binds her wrist to the far wall.
Big woman.
The chain is nothing to her. It might as well be a toy for all the good it would do. I told you it was pointless to resist her.
The little bird has returned to me. I wonder what he wants.
I didn't think that far ahead.
You brought that knife again, even though you know it's useless. Such charming audacity.
I mean, it wasn't necessarily useless, but,
Drop it.
I don't think I want to.
As if on command, the blade slips from your grasp. It clatters uselessly to the floor.
No, I didn't want to do that.
Drop it. We decided to grip it tighter, remember? Are you really just going to let that happen to us? I have a duty to report facts as facts, and the fact is that you dropped the blade.
Facts are a scam.
Of course we dropped it. She's so much more than us. You wouldn't understand what it feels like to be in her presence.
I kind of see where you're coming from now.
Oh, I understand what's going on, and you'd better snap yourself out of it.
Kneel.
How about no?
Oh, are you still trying to defy me? I said kneel.
Your legs buckle,
Oh, okay.
and your knees hit the floor.
That hurt.
That's my good little bird. Now, why don't we talk?
We could have talked while I was standing.
The last time we met, you told me I was destined to end the world. That thought wrapped itself around my heart. It has pulled at me since the moment I squeezed the life out of your broken lungs.
Broken.
I could feel its fundamental truth awaken me.
Hold on a second.
The collapse of the old is a necessary prelude to the birth of the new. And the world as it is now is overdue for alterations.
Hold on. What kind of alterations are we talking about?
It's time for me to seize my destiny. And you, little bird, will help me seize it.
I'm not sure, well, I'm not like how this is going.
Doesn't it?
A bit.
It certainly does. and beyond that, it more than lends credence to our conversation in the woods. I don't love the thought that in some other reality you failed to destroy her, but what's done is done. I can only hope it helped you learn a valuable lesson.
Well, we can see about that.
You are the only one who can deal with her, and if you don't, well, she's let you know what will happen, hasn't she?
That she
You shouldn't
has.
have trusted us with her destruction. She is inevitable. Can't you feel it?
I feel something.
He's being melodramatic, but he's not exactly wrong, is he? What are we supposed to do to stop her?
Pure determination.
Okay. First things first, you're going to have to stuff those pessimistic thoughts someplace far, far away and commit yourself to what needs to be done. The
Okay.
stakes of the situation should be perfectly clear to everyone now. And if you're going to save the world, you have to have faith that you can pull this off. You can't win a battle that you've already lost in your mind.
That sounds about right. What happened with you after I died?
Know the limits of your privilege,
okay.
little bird. There's an empty place at my side for you to fill, if you'll have it. But it is not a place for an equal. It is a place for something worthy to be kept. A priest, perhaps, or a pet.
That sounds a little bit demeaning, but, just because you're supposed to end the world doesn't mean you actually have to do it. You can be whatever you want to be.
This isn't about desire. This is about what I am. And I have little interest in discussing destiny with one that cannot see the divine truth that shines in my heart.
Huh. What would you have me do? What do you have planned?
All you have to do is break these chains and set me free.
If you're so powerful, can't you just break the chains yourself?
Don't be rude. Of course she can.
I'm exercising my freedom of speech.
It's not rude to question someone who's apparently trying to end the world.
That too.
That's exactly why it's rude. We should know our place.
No. I don't want to.
I can, easily. But that isn't what I want to do. The story of a terrible and bountiful god unbounded of her own will is no story at all. It's not worthy of everything I am, or everything I'm bound to become. It isn't even worthy of what I was.
Unbounded, yet bound. Interesting.
The destruction in Genesis that's to follow in my wake is deserving of a song that can echo for eternity.
Okay.
The song of you, being so struck by my glory, so overwhelmed by what I am, that you feel you must deliver me into the world.
I'm not sure how I feel about that.
And from your act of utter devotion and submission springs a new dawn, a better dawn.
Maybe something new would be nice, but I don't want to necessarily replace the old.
Submit now, submit later. It makes no difference. Because in the end, no matter how vainly you struggle against me, my will triumphs over yours.
I want to challenge that. I'm not going to help you end the world. I don't care if something new comes after. I just can't let you do that.
I see.
Glad we're on the same page then.
Perhaps you need another lesson in submitting to your betters.
Nope.
Pick up that needle.
Maybe I don't want to.
Do it. It's what she wants.
Well, now I don't want to.
No objections here.
I object.
I don't know what she's planning, and I don't like that we don't know what she's planning, but we might as well pick up the blade.
But now I'm not doing it.
As your eye falls on the blade, you feel a weight. Some divine hand that sits unperceived by your senses, but that manages to push you towards its desires like an unseen puppeteer.
I don't want to. Why? What are you going to make me... What are you going to try and make me do with it? I'm not necessarily feeling that strongly about it. You're not kidding about that divine hand. Who's doing this? Is it her? Is it you? No. Well, I can't pick any of that. So I guess I'll pick up the blade.
Forward and grasp the blade.
My autonomy has been taken.
This one's easy. See? This isn't so bad.
Okay, standing is fine.
Okay,
I think.
yeah. We can do that. We were probably going to stand anyway.
Yeah, basically.
You can feel a creaking tension between body and will as you slowly rise to your feet, like two foes forced into an unhappy truce.
Okay.
The princess eyes you with soft contemplation. The moment seems to last a lifetime, the silent anticipation of what's to come dragging out the long, painful seconds. But all silences are broken eventually.
To define me is to claim we stand on level ground. We do not. You are quiet shadow, while I am brilliant radiance.
A bit.
Take that knife in your hand and slit your throat.
Not ideal. But we're not really given that many options right now.
You don't have to listen to her. You're armed. Just steel your nerves, step forward, and end this.
End this.
Oh, we'll end this all right. Your hand lifts the blade and brings it towards your throat. Okay, I apologize for the unclear language. End her.
I'm not entirely certain. I mean, kind of, maybe. But there's gotta be a better way to this. But maybe the better way lies in another repeat. Might be worth it. Let's see. We can see what happens. Let's go for it.
No, you can't just slay yourself. You're perfectly healthy and capable, and all you have to do is ignore her and do what has to be done.
I mean, I haven't really been able to do that yet, so...
The blade and the hand that wields it remain firmly locked in place until you change your mind and decide to do literally anything else.
Look at you quaking against my will. An ant defying a god.
Well, that's a little harsh.
It's pointless to resist. In the end, everything submits to oblivion.
We can do something better.
But you're not the one resisting me, are you?
A little.
There's something else in there.
Yeah.
Is that a person? No, it used to be a person. It's something different now. An echo.
So he's like a ghost.
Is she talking about you? That's impossible. She's not supposed to be able to interact with me.
You're a small one, aren't you?
Oh.
A shriveling little worm stretched beyond its limits, trying to control things that it can't understand.
Well, she's calling you out.
No. What are you talking about? I'm just...
I don't care what you are. You're mine.
That is a scream. Better than what we had before, I'll say that.
You bring the blade to your neck. You slice through soft flesh, severing veins and arteries, your blood flowing freely down your body. It's a painful lesson in obedience, but the pain won't last forever.
Fair.
No.
I'd like to have done something different, but...
When I see you again, you'll free me from my chains and deliver me to the destiny that lies beyond this place.
Perhaps.
We will. I promise.
I'm not necessarily keen on making promises.
I know you will.
Oh yeah, she can hear the voices now.
Everything goes dark.
Ooh.
And you die.
I could hear that little squeezing. Chapter 3. The Apotheosis.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path... Oh, let me guess, and at the end of the path...
The Contrarian? Hold on a second. Alright. We are back. We have the voice of the Contrarian, which I'm not entirely certain that's what used to happen, but well, let's see what happens. Let's see what it goes. See how it goes. How did I get Contrarian? I feel like it was supposed to be paranoid.
Excuse me?
Come on, man. We can see it right in front of us. And besides, we've been here like, 5 times already?
Only 3.
I think this is 3.
Who cares? The woods are always the worst part anyway. Nothing ever happens in them.
That's a fair point.
I care. Every single time you've been here, it means an entire other reality has been damned to oblivion. One reality is already an incalculable loss. And there is a massive difference between 3 and 5.
Fair.
Feels like the numbers getting thrown around here are too big not to be abstract.
Kind of.
Numbers like 5.
I mean, like what did he say? Like, hold on. Incalculable loss. Yeah, that becomes one reality is already in an incalculable loss, so that's already gotten abstract. So 3 and 5. What's the difference between incalculable and more incalculable? It's just all incalculable.
Numbers like entire realities. At the end of the day, it's all just silly, isn't it? None of us can count to a whole reality, and he's asking us to think about the difference between 3 and 5.
Okay.
You're already starting to lose the thread. Just because you can't personally sum up the contents of an entire reality doesn't mean that the people inhabiting it don't contain moral value. If you have any sense of ethics left in there, if you have any moral compass, please, you have to stop her.
I've been saying that I'm not sure that I've been saying that he doesn't sound like he doesn't. I've been saying that how can we trust him on his word? But he sounds pretty what's the word I'm looking for? It sounds pretty honest.
Don't you get it? Might makes right, and she didn't even have to touch us last time to prove her power.
That's a fair word. Words are hard.
So what? Just because she made us kill ourselves, we're supposed to submit to her authority without question?
No, not quite.
I knew when to surrender to our better. You would have lost eventually anyway, and it would only have made her angry. It would only have made things worse for all of us.
Kinda.
Oh, for the love of... Can you all please just get on with it? You're not making this any easier for yourselves. Do we even have agency right now? We either do what she wants, or we do what he wants. Either way, we're listening to somebody.
That is a fair point. We've always been listening to someone.
Please, nothing in life is a binary. Obviously, we find a third choice that nobody wants.
You know what? I'm game.
You all talk about choices and freedom, but there is no choice when it comes to the will of a god.
I'll make a choice then. If I can't find a choice, if there isn't a choice, I'll find a choice. If I can't find a choice, I will make a choice.
I'm going to cut you off right there. She is not a god, and the more times you fail, the harder it becomes for you to succeed. But the fact that you're still here means you still have a chance to pull this off. So, princess, dangerous, cabin, slay, now.
So the princess is in a dangerous cabin that we have to slay. Alright. Hello, this is Darkstorm, and welcome back to Darkstorm Plays Slay the Cabin. Okay, so now, hold on. I have so many questions. I'm not going to the cabin until I have answers. What am I? Wait, what am I? Why would I have that question? I have so many questions.
And right now, you have neither the time nor the mental acuity to handle a single response. It's now or never.
You know what? Fine, whatever. No, I want answers.
As you finish your inane question, the ground quakes beneath your feet. You feel an unyielding force pulling at you and your surroundings.
That's not nice.
The trees start to sway and then crumble, breaking apart as everything is drawn towards the cabin.
Okay.
Even the earth beneath you seems to shift, your feet unable to grip solid ground as you're dragged forward along with everything else.
Alright then.
The end of everything. The beginning of something new. The moment we open that door, she will be free.
I guess so.
Any, words of warning?
You
already know everything you need to know.
Do I, though? Proceed into the cabin.
As you step forward,
Okay.
the cabin explodes. You're flung backwards, violently slamming into a tree as debris rains down around
you. Big.
You watch in paralyzed awe and terror as the princess emerges, her body unfurling from some vast space as she stands upright to face you. The world bows to her. The ruined landscape shifts, trees and stone and the ground itself succumbing to her gravity, orbiting her like a great black hole.
Okay, I'm gonna be honest. Now she might be a bit too big.
Finally, the little bird has set me free. This is always how it was going to end. And this is always how it was going to begin.
I hear you, but hear me out.
There's a loud thunk from the tree behind you as something embeds in its shattered bark. Your pristine blade. It's now or never.
I am actually going to... I have a couple saves. Don't worry about it. Um... Hey, funny one. Didn't you say something about a third option earlier? One that would make everyone unhappy?
Well, we could always run away, right?
Okay, no, that's boring.
To where?
Good question.
I don't know. Anywhere.
I guess it's an option.
In the moment of her reception, have you no respect for the divine?
No, I don't. What if I did? I did make that save. Let's see what happens.
A coward to your
Oh,
core,
hi.
turn
Oh,
to flee,
what?
leaping from the piece of floating debris and into the empty space beyond where the woods used to be.
There's no ground.
This isn't cowardice, this is a calculated move.
Yeah, I mean, kind of, yeah.
Sure it is. Can it be a bit of both? Be lying if I said I wasn't just a little afraid of her.
You know what? Fair.
Are you so awestruck by my glory that you cannot bear to look at me? I think not.
As you fall, a great force pulls at the back of your neck, violently yanking you away from whatever lack of destination you were headed towards.
Okay.
Now witness me!
Yes, your grace.
We can do other things.
She turns
Oh,
you
hello.
to face her. The scruff of your neck is held firmly between two giant fingers.
This is intimidating.
So much for running away.
Yeah.
I forgive you your transgressions, but my destiny is inescapable.
Well, thanks for the mercy, I guess.
She's right, we don't even have a weapon. It's over, isn't it?
Maybe, kind of.
And yet she still extends her mercy. We should do as she says. Why are you all resisting in the first place?
Because I just want to embrace your oh, I guess that's it.
So much for spiting her. Spiting him it is.
Yeah.
Good. I can feel your heart opening to mine.
Yeah, you know what? Sure.
Her words are like a gentle tug, drawing you closer to the mountain of her body.
Okay.
You land softly on her shoulder. Her skin is warm and comforting. This really is the end.
He's going away.
Is it the end? We're still here.
But he isn't. The night sky unweaves into a textured nothingness. He does not respond.
Everything is gone but us and her. This is her power. This is where we're meant to be.
Not quite.
He's really gone. Huh, that's unexpected. But he would have said something by now if he were still here. Right?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah. Never knew when to shut up, that one. It's part of why I liked him so much. I can't believe all it took to make him disappear was saying no once.
I mean, we didn't say no once. We said no... Wait. Did we just say no once? It might have just been once.
What happens now?
This world is but an illusion, keeping us from my ascension. A play of shadows dancing on the wall.
Huh. Okay. The princess... Hold on a second. The princess reaches forward into the textured nothing and buries her fingers in its divine flesh. Her touch is soft. We can feel this?
The flame may be snuffed, but the wall remains. This isn't just for my glory. You are a part of this now.
Actually, it's nice to be a part of something, I guess.
See? This is nice. We're safe. She's helping us. She's helping everyone.
Wait. Her grip tightens, and somehow you feel it. The pain sits at your limits, at the limits of your comprehension, like an endless sea of hands falling on you, one after another, before finally collapsing in on themselves. You lose yourself in the darkness. Hold on a second. The endless sea of hands calling on you. Okay. Screaming unintelligible. You're hurting me.
It will be over soon, little bird. Then your eyes will open, and all of this pain will seem but the fading memory of a distant dream.
Okay. I don't want to.
Soon? Soon? Does that mean there's gonna be more?
I don't want there to be more.
My only comfort is that he isn't here to see us suffer. He would love that, wouldn't he?
I guess he would. And the voices feel my pain. Oh, The textured nothing is ripped open, and with it, you are ripped open. Amid a sea of dissociative pain, you can feel everything that is you pouring out into the ether. And you feel something else, too. Anger. A need to lash out and hurt that which is hurting you.
Yes. Hurt her. Do something, anything, to make it stop.
This was not quite what I was expecting.
No. If suffering is what she demands of us, suffering is what we'll give. Why would I doubt our God?
Is there a third option?
It is so tempting to see what's on the other side of that great big nothing, but I think I'm gonna lose myself if this goes on for much longer. Why do we have to be the ones going through all this pain while she gets all the benefits?
That is a good question.
Blasphemer. We have been given the gift of offering ourselves to a higher purpose, and you spit in its face.
It hurts. Make her suffer with you, suffer in the darkness alone. I was hoping there might be a third option. I don't know. I can make another save. I can save. Let's make a, this is 1. What is Q? Q is quick saves. Oh. And this is automatic saves. Yeah. So the game does auto-save. There's also these quick saves. I am going to make this slot. Actually, I'll just make it right here. Now, what do I want to do? I think I want to see what comes of this. It's like lashing out. It's not something I'm putting a whole lot of thought into, but I'm in pain. I want to not be in pain, so I'll make her feel pain, so maybe she'll stop. So yeah, let's go for it. Oh, hi. Oh, oh, what is that? You are a wave of tendrils racing against themselves, and down the shape of an arm, you snap around it. Oh, I mean, she started it. Relief, as a massive burden is lifted from you. You are in one piece. You are in one body. Can I see what she's... Yeah, your eyes open. Before you is the massive form of the princess, arms bound by the textured nothing. Behind her, a hole in the wall, a hole in the world leading into something beyond, something beautiful. So the textured nothing is me.
I knew it! That old windbag was hiding all kinds of secrets from us. There's a whole world out there.
And this whole world is me, apparently.
I don't know what to say. It's just so beautiful.
If it's that beautiful, I also actually feel like we shouldn't have stopped her.
Doesn't the mere sight make all the misery worth it?
Hmm.
It's not all that.
What did you do to me? I was supposed to be perfect. I was supposed to be a god. I was all of those things. And now I'm not. All because of you.
I mean, are you not? You're kind of still. No, I kind of feel bad. She looks up with futile sorrow at the something beautiful that sits beyond.
We could have had everything. If only you had given me a little more, we could have been free on the wings of my glory. Now we're stuck here. Forever.
Are we stuck?
I, for one, am perfectly happy to be stuck here forever. It's more than worth it if that's the price we paid for taking her down a peg.
No, I don't like that actually. The hole mends shut. As it closes, the tendrils loose their grip, freeing the princess as they retreat.
It's gone. No. No, how do we get it back? Can we try again? We'll suffer so much better if we get to try again, I promise.
Suffer so much better? I don't.
It's so cold here. If this wasn't enough, then what is?
Hmm. Okay, so that's the end. I actually do want to. I'm gonna load that one. So let's see. This doesn't feel right, but this didn't. I don't know. I don't know. I don't really like either of these two choices, to be honest. You continue to lose important pieces of yourself, the memories of entire lifetimes lived. Okay. The memories of entire lifetimes lived fade away into a space where your only recollection of them is that something used to be there. Yeah, that doesn't sound pleasant. You die and are reborn, and die and are reborn, shrinking and shrinking again and again, until there is no you left to die or shrink.
You've done so well, little bird. Behold, the fruit of your anguish.
Hmm. Eyes open. We'll just Eyes open. Okay, yeah, that sounded weird. Whatever. Eyes open. Are they yours? They don't feel like yours anymore. But there is no other word to describe what they belong to.
Where are we?
Does it even matter? Here, there, it's all the same.
Is it though?
You're all starting to sound like me.
I don't know if I like that. Your vision refocuses, revealing what has been done. The world has opened up, and beyond is something beautiful.
Oh, what is that? I think I want to be there. It's
bit.
where we're supposed to be.
Oh, he sounds like the voice I was just using, actually, now that I think about it.
Can we come back if we go there? I don't want to go there if it means we can't come back.
I mean, but what is still here? We're kind of just in the void now. Oh, yeah, I guess we're going. The princess steps forward, bringing you both to the edge of something beautiful. It is dizzyingly vast. But neither of you cross the threshold. There is a roaring like underground thunder. He is stopped in place.
Were we supposed to stop?
I don't think so.
I don't think this is over.
I guess not.
After everything I cast aside on my path to ascension, what remnant of the old could possibly be left to defy me?
Good question. Oh. You look down at the princess's feet. At the princess's feet writhes in a shift. Okay, sorry. At the princess's feet writhes a shifting mound. A mass of hands clambering over each other, crawling their way up her body. They start to pull. Ooh. The mound becomes a sea, and the princess struggles to stay afloat. To keep the two of you close to the hole in the world and the light of the something beautiful beyond. But she is drowning. As the sea rises, she pulls you from her shoulder and holds you above the tide. You turn back and look at her.
We have to be able to do something to help her. This can't be how it ends. It can't. It can't. It can't. It can't.
You know, she was kind of nice at points. And
I think
like
this is the end. I can feel every part of me freezing over.
it's like she took me off her shoulder to save me from this. Also, the parallax is interesting. Look at her her legs and her chest. Parallax is really something. I feel like her other arm should be moving with her torso, though. Hands reach over hands, pulling at her face, dragging her down into their frigid depths. She is tired, and life fades from her eyes. That's sad.
You have been the only thing I've ever known to show me grace. I am sorry if I have not shown you the same.
The princess summons the last of her strength, her face a shield of purpose and determination. In her final act, she hurls you towards the hole in the world, towards the something beautiful beyond.
Fly, little bird.
Oh, yeah. Okay,
No, no, I don't want to be somewhere she isn't. It would always be dark without her.
this puts this is this puts Apotheosis in a bit of a new light to me.
It's what she wants for us. But can we make it?
Can we? We're getting there.
Of course we can. We can do whatever we want. And I believe in her.
Yeah. But the hole seals before you can make it to the other side. If there is a time to bask in what lies beyond, it is not now. As you turn to look back at her, you see that she is gone. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
And there's that mirror again. Why is it here? Why now?
Grace. Received grace from a divine being. Yeah, this was... It's going to be okay. Just trust me. We've been here before, and you always get scared.
But it feels so bad. Like looking into it right now is going to be the end of everything.
Um...
Yeah, don't look at it. I don't like that thing.
I don't
I
think
don't
we
want
have a
to look
choice.
at us.
It's not the end. Whatever's on the other side is going to be nice.
Okay. If you say so. We'll trust you.
Hmm,
A mercy.
alright.
You're not messing with us, right?
I wouldn't. That's a you thing. You approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. You are nothing at all, but we are the the texture of the world from that's what I yeah. And I see the texture of the world. Therefore, I see me. But that isn't right. You can't be nothing. You refocus your gaze and then you see it. A figure, faint and veiled in shadow, just beyond the reflection. Beyond the reflection. So it's not part of the reflection, it's beyond the reflection. So it's am I overthinking that? Are you me?
I think you know what I am.
Hello. A crack slides down the center of the mirror, splitting the image in the glass in two. Then another crack forms, and another, turning the mirror into jagged shards of broken glass.